Good morning. Good morning. Jesse here with the Action Fitness Camp. Challenging Times Fitness Challenge. And we are on workout number 18 today since I started this. And a little bit of housekeeping before we get going. In the show notes, otherwise known as the description of the video, you can find links to not only the playlists on Facebook and YouTube, and the donation link should you choose to support me with a small donation to keep these awesome workouts going, which I appreciate. But there's also some new links I added. So if you're not used to looking for them, check them out because Dave the Bandman has a fitness package sale, and I included a link in the description. You just click that, and it shows you all of his major, most popular packages, which I've been recommending for years. And you get a free a free set of the little um, he calls them dynamic stabilizers. Most people just know them as those mini bands. They're like small, and you put them around the knees and that kind of thing, and or you use them for core. It's really cool. So he's offering those for free, and they're already. It's one of the most inexpensive pieces of fitness equipment you can get. So it's cheap. His videos are amazing. His instructions amazing. Dave the Bandman, resistancebandtraining.com. But if you use those links, you'll go straight to the specials he's offering that are in the show notes. The other thing is I'm going to start using more bands because now that we have the stay-at-home order for another month or so, who knows? They love to keep pushing it out every 2 weeks, right? Now that they're doing that, I'm probably going to be using more bands because that's the way I like to work out, and just doing straight body weight training is kind of, I mean, it's great. We're going to keep doing that, but I like to incorporate bands, and it's such an easy way to safely augment your body weight training to add more resistance and a few other dynamic variables like different vector training. Instead of just gravity up and down with weights or dumbbells, you can work in different planes of movement. It's great for functional training and stability of joints, and it's a lot safer than a lot of other forms. That's why they use it in physical therapy. So I've always loved them. I'm going to start incorporating them more in my workouts. And I'm going to be outside again today, obviously, but mostly I'm only going to use the red band today and a mat. So all you need is a red band and a mat. And you can see it. I'm going to show you. There's my setup. Very simple setup today. Essentially just the red band and the mat. And the challenge of the week is the plank. So we love the plank, don't we? So quick recap of all that stuff. I know that was a lot. So in the show description or the video description, you're going to find links. You're going to find a link to the playlist so you can review all the workouts. We're on workout 18 today. Playlist both on Facebook and YouTube. You can also find a donation link, and then newly added, you can see the links to Dave the Bandman's Resistance Band Training special package deal where he's got them on sale. Plus, you get a free. I think he's got something in there. It's like a little bundle or a little mini kit of those dynamic stabilizers, which are really, really, really cool. So definitely grab one of those. One of my favorites, by the way, is the economy package. So the economy package is one I've been using and recommending for so long. So anyway, that's it. It's now 8 o'clock, so we're going to start our workout. Remember, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. Until, at least for now, I guess until I decide to stop doing these. I'm on 18 now. I never thought I'd do 18, but here we go. Let's go for it. All right, we're going to do our dynamic warm-up, active warm-up, a couple little stretches. We're going to dive right into the plank challenge, and then we're going to start using our resistance band like crazy today. And if you need bands, just use the link in the show description. All right, let's go. First up, we're going to be doing our head circles. Rotation of the head all the way around. Switching direction from top to bottom, starting with the head, neck, arm circles. Switch direction. Rotator cuff, the scarecrow. Reach back with the fingers, back with the fingertips, front and back. And rotate nice and easy. Bend the knees. Let the arms hang. Let's do the Tai Chi version, bent knee. Feels really good to let the hands tap the lower back, kidneys, liver, all kinds of little areas needing a little bit of love in there, lower back muscles and hips. And they do this in Tai Chi. I really love it. Just letting the hands hit. Opposite hand to foot. You can bend your knees a little bit. Bend over trunk twist. Reach and stretch, opposite hand to foot. Hula hips. Big hip circles. Get the hip flexors going. Switch direction. Knees. Nice and easy. I used to say things like this was helping to kind of grind down, terrible word to use, the bits of cartilage that build up in the joint. I don't actually think that's accurate. That's just what people had said for years. I think you're really just adding a little bit of fluid and blood flow to areas that need it. You don't have as many nerve endings inside, parts of joints and between the bones, so you might not be able to feel as much in there, but it is an area that you should get blood flow to. I don't think they were on what they were talking about, but we're doing 20 jumping jacks, by the way. That's about 5 there. 7, 9, 10. 17, 18, 19, 20. There's our first active warm-up. And so we're gonna go from there to our stretches, right, real quick here. We're just gonna do our basic warm-up. I call them your kind of dynamic or sportsman stretches. Here we go. Elbow down, same elbow as leg. I'm doing left elbow today, or left foot today, so it's left elbow. Pressing down, stretching out the hip flexor, hamstring, kind of like a sprinter. Same arm as leg, so my left hand, my left foot, bend and straighten that front hamstring. Get a little surprise there. Okay, right hand down, left hand up, rotate. Okay, open up the knee and drop down a little further. Stretching in the hip. Bring that foot in and go all the way down for a second. Great, let's do the old downward dog. Okay, switch legs. So I got my right foot forward now, or if you already did your right, switch to left. Same arm as leg presses down. Bend and straighten that front leg, that right leg. Tie your shoe if you can, if you want to, a little bonus. Left hand down, right hand up, rotate. Beautiful day. Okay, open up the knee, back leg stays straight, try to stretch out that hip, and then bring the foot in and go all the way down for a moment. Okay, just a simple little routine for athletic stretches. Okay, we're going to move right into our plank challenge. So normally, this is one of the weird ones that's a time challenge. So you want to go as long as you can. Easier to do in a group. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it for 2 minutes. And if what you're going to do, if you can go longer, set a timer and go. Okay, even if you have to pause this workout and come back later to finish. And you want to time your plank, see how long you can go without falling and without your form, getting too ugly. So I'm going to do no peaks or valleys, no butt up in the air, no hips sagging. So you can set your own timer. I'm going to have a timer, but today I'm just going to go to 2 for the sake of the workout here. And if I get too tired, I'm just going to set my knees down and then get back on up. So I'm going to do as many little mini reps until I complete 2 minutes, even if you have to take breaks. And if that's what you want to do, you can do that with me as well. All right. Otherwise, do your total time. See if you can hit 4 or 5 minutes, and then leave it in the comments. All right, here we go. The timer is being prepared. Two minutes for today. On your mark, get set, go. On the forearms, no peaks, no valleys, pretty straight. You can be slightly above parallel. Just really activate the core, belly button, spine. 15 seconds, a minute 45 to go. "30 seconds down, a minute and a half to go. No moving around. That's all considered cheating. Even if you do this, sometimes I have to if I'm going for 7, 8 minutes or whatever, something crazy, which I don't do much anymore. But try to keep strict form, that's more important. 1 minute down, 1 to go, halfway. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. A minute and a half down. Good job. You're still with me? If you fell, that's okay. Get back on up. 20. 10. 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, we made it. There's a 2-minute challenge. So just to recap, if you did 2 minutes straight, great, write it down for me in the comments of the video. If you did your own and you're still going, pause the video, keep the timer going, keep running that plank. See how long you can make it today. Can you do 6? Can you do 2.5 minutes? I don't know, whatever it is. I've seen people get up to 8, 9, and I'll have to admit there was somebody that did 20-something minutes, and then an adult years ago, and my son did 35 minutes and 30 seconds, and he could have gone longer, but I made him stop. So I know that some guy did it for 8 hours on the internet or whatever. So I know if those people can do that, you can at least do 2 minutes, right? So hang in there. All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna start doing band workout now. We're gonna begin with the single band. Upright rows, I'm going to do a flow workout. When I say that, it just means I'm flowing from one thing to the other, and you're going to kind of just have to follow along with me. I'm going to try to do sort of a number of reps, but it might change. So, 10-ish to 30-ish reps for everything. Depends on the exercise. We're going to start with high pulls. That's elbows out, hands pull apart. This high pull or upright row is a little different than one with weights because you pull apart at the top. You activate around the muscles around the scapula. So all those deltoid, rear deltoid, trapezius, rhombus, everything up in there. So we're just going to get those to get started. We're going to do some other shoulder ones, so I don't want to overdo anything here, but it's a great warm up. You can go faster than me if you want a little bit better workout. Okay, switch to bicep curl, just hammer curl. You don't even have to switch your hands. Your palms are not up. They're facing each other. They're just like this at your thighs, pulling straight up. I am on a hill here. It's so awkward. But if you can do it on a hill, you can do it anywhere. I guess I'll just lean that way. Maybe it'll be different. Okay. Keep your reps going. If you do not have a band and you're grabbing weights, you're obviously going to, if you have heavier weights, you're going to have to go a lot slower than this. That's okay. Do something that's related to bicep curl right now. Something. The bands are available via the link in the description of this video. Good. All right. So we did those two. Now we're going to do a tough one. It's going to be the squat overhead press. I actually need a little level here to make sure it's right. So this is a challenging exercise that works legs and arms. We're going to squat immediately into an overhead press. It's also fine to do with dumbbells. Okay, here we go. In the vertical plane, squat, right up to press, back down. Switching to squats on the shoulders, front squat. It's on the elbows. Cross your wrists. Use your forefinger and thumb to keep it off your neck. Elbows up, 10 squats, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Okay, we're gonna take a short breather. Hopefully that got you warmed up. I'm gonna grab a sip of water right here. I have it. Get your water, your rehydrate, your Gatorade, whatever it is. Take a chance to catch your breath. There's no shame in it. How are we doing on time? We're doing really good. Doing fantastic. Okay, let's keep moving. We're now going to do a lunge. So you have the band across I go left shoulder hanging off to the right. This is a kind of like your ammo belt. Okay, and then you're gonna press it down from here really low so that it's easy to step on. Pressing it down, step on. The back is in the middle of your lower back, front's in the middle. My free leg is the one I'm gonna step back on. We're gonna do reverse lunges. So the band leg is just staying steady. And I'm gonna step back, here we go, all the way down. 1, bring your knee up, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And then take it off the front of your foot, switch to the other side. Now I'm on grass because it's nice on the band to not be rubbing it against a really hard surface and wearing it down prematurely. And 1. So if you're on concrete or gravel, gravel would probably be the worst, concrete second worst. Try not to be stepping on your band, and if you do, don't be moving it laterally and scraping it under your foot. I've seen bands get damaged. Actually, they often don't break anyway. They're such amazing bands, but just damage and stupid, so don't do it. I think we've done about 10 now. Sorry. My my guess is 10. So we did our lunges and our squat presses. We're not done. We're not done. Now, if you have the dynamic stabilizer, which Dave is offering as a free bonus on his kit special sale, which the link is in my show notes, if I haven't said that 14 times already, you would have these smaller bands. So I'm going to make one with the red. It's not quite as good, but it'll make do for today. So take my band, I cross it, and then put it together. Got a doubled it up loop. Put it on my legs, like so. And I'm going to have it right here. And I'm going to be doing a lateral step. This one's for time. Here we go. We're going to do 1 minute of lateral walks. On your mark, get set, and go. Squat low, step to the side. If you want to make it even tougher, you take one of the bands and bring it below the knee on the shin. And now we've got some real resistance for the hips and all the stability muscles in the hips and thighs. So we're going to keep going back and forth. Lateral, side to side, no crossover with your feet. Don't bring them together. If the band is falling or moving around, then you're not creating constant resistance on it to keep it from moving, which means your legs are coming together too far. So go from wide feet to wider. Don't go from apart to together. Otherwise the band falls. You want to do from wide to wider. 20 seconds left. You should be feeling that about now. Back and forth. 3, 4, 5, 6 steps, 7, maybe 8, 9, 10, whatever. But just keep moving. Get those hips lit up and activated. And time. Nice job. That was really tough. I forgot how tough that was. That was just the easy version. Okay. The next thing we're going to do with our band, it's kind of on honor of Plank Day. We're going to do the opposite movement. It's actually the opposite of push-ups. It's a row. I'm going to do a seated row today first. It's actually easier than the upright or other rows we've been doing. Nice, easy, relaxing row. But you can make it tougher by going faster than me if you want with reps. Take your band, double it up like this. Swing it out to the outside of the foot. Hook your hands in it. This is called the handleless grip. We don't need to attach handles. You'll have those soon if you order them. And then grab these bands, sit up nice and tall. This foot is next to my knee to put myself in the correct alignment, and then boom. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 20. You can keep going if you want. I'm going to switch legs and do it on the other leg. Slight difference, not much. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Good. We're going to do 10 reps on the bent over row. The bent over row, you take and double up your band, put it on the ground, and then you stand on it, and you're going to have 6 to 8 inches of band off to the side. You're going to hook your hands in there around the wrist, the handleless grip again, like we just did. Head out, butt out, back straight, looking up. Get your elbows up as high as you can. So it looks like this, or something like this, hopefully, or even better. You're gonna butt out, head out. Here we go. 10 reps. 1, 2, squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Hey, it's warm enough. I don't need this anymore. That is awesome. Hey, it's spring. It's almost warm out. All right, so here we go. Good job, you guys. Thanks for following along so far. So we've done almost a total body workout in 20 minutes. Isn't that amazing? I love it. We got pretty much all the major muscle groups, and we didn't do a lot of core. So we got a couple more here to do with the bands, and we're gonna do a little bit of a cardio thing wrapped around the back with the band. Punches, that kind of stuff. Take a minute, have your water, or your Rehydrate, or your Gatorade, or whatever you got. Okay, That was pretty good. I'm feeling good about that. All right, so next up, you know what we're doing now. We're going to be doing, we do our squat punches, different combinations, kind of like boxing. This one's for time, it's about a minute. One minute, take the band around the back, hook your thumbs in, like this. And then you can bring it up a little higher. You're going to squat and punch. So make sure you have a good hold of the band, like not just on your thumb, but get your palm in it and grab it tight, okay? On your mark, get set, here we go. Squat, cross. Doubles. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now hold the squat, rapid fire punching, alternating for 25 seconds. As fast as you can. 15 seconds. Don't stop. Keep your squat. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice job. That was a tough one. Now I could have squatted lower probably, but man, isn't that great? Great. You get the cardio and the strength in at the same time. Fun way to do it. Okay, we're doing fantastic. This is quite a workout here in a short period of time. That's one thing I like about bodyweight training. Anybody could do it, just moving your own body weight around. Of course, the bigger this gets, the more weight you got to move. So that's kind of nice. Added bonus. You don't have to buy weights. You just keep eating. The other thing is, when you add bands to it, you're still doing body weight and functional. But now you have another dynamic. So bands are different from weights because weights only work in the vertical plane of movement because gravity pulls them down. So you can only do this. If you do this, you're working different muscles, but pretty limited. With bands, you can attach them to the wall, a post, a tree, and you can work in the horizontal. So instead of just this vertical plane up and down, you can work horizontal. So that is a really big advantage. So you have a different vector of force. You still have gravity always. You also have this other vector of force. The other thing that bands do is that as you stretch them, it becomes more difficult. So the more a band stretches, the greater the force. So it's a little different, but it's safe in a way because when you're in a weaker range of motion down here where your joint is more susceptible to injury, it's not going to give you as much resistance. Out here where you're more stable, it's going to give you a lot more. So in a sense, it's safer. It's why they use it in physical therapy. One reason among many. So it's not the only piece of equipment ever that's good. Obviously, there's a place for weights, but there's also a place for bands. I think they can work symbiotically. Isn't that a great word? Vocabulary word of the day. Here we go. We're gonna start doing our core training now. We're gonna start with V-ups, the toughest thing, get it out of the way. And then we're gonna do a band sit-up. Here we go. 30 reps, 30, 30 reps. 10 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our first set of 10. We just have 2 more sets. I'm going to give you a short break in between each set, but not much, just enough to kind of reestablish, catch your breath, scooch around, get on the mat in a better spot. Hopefully you have a nice soft ground instead of a piece of plywood. I just don't want to be in wet grass today, you know. Just didn't feel like it. And I didn't want my mat getting soaked either. What a wimp, right? Okay, here we go. Set 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Here's another set of 10. We have our third set of 10 coming up. It's already 8:27 by my clock, Pacific time. So today was supposed to be a half-hour workout. We're right in there. Still get another set though, and then we get a little bit of a cool down, so we might be at 35 minutes or so. Here we go, set 3, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Sit-ups. This is a band punch sit-up. It's kind of a false sense of security to have the band. It's like it's helping you up, but kind of, but not really. And you get to push. And so it's gonna be pressing up and out. So I'm gonna do my sit-up. Bam, press up. Okay, we're gonna do 3 sets of 10 of these, and then we'll be done. You can try a set with your feet together, knees apart as well. Try both. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to try a set with my feet together, knees apart. See what the difference is. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, to me it felt harder. Quite a bit harder. We have one more set of these. Now I'm going to try something crazy, and I'm going to do a knee tuck, so legs straight out, and then knees come in at the same time. Maybe not all 10, maybe just 1 or 2, just to test it out. And you're welcome to try it or not. Here we go. Oh, maybe I'll do all of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that is a good finisher. Hope you enjoyed it. So let's stretch out. We'll stretch hips. Cobra. Hips down, head up. Butt back to heels. Hip flexor stretch, one leg forward. Same arm, this back leg, that arm comes up. Bonus, you don't have to, but if you can, quad stretch. Other side. Hip flexor first. Same arm as that back leg, up and reach back. Grab the foot as a bonus, optional. Bottom leg 90 degrees, top leg over. Sit straight up and down on both sits bones, bottom of your pelvis. This is a hip stretch. You need to grab your leg, lean forward, rotate and twist, etc. Yoga-fy it, go ahead. I don't have to for me, because everybody's different. It's not so important to get that foot down, this foot here. It's more important to get your butt down. So if you're like this to get your foot down, and sit up straight and let it come up, doesn't matter. Or the foot part doesn't matter. Some people think they gotta have their foot on the ground, you don't. Other side. hug the leg, opposite hand rotate, Yogafy, etc. I like it just like this. The closer the foot is to your butt, the easier the stretch is. So if you want it tougher, do the same thing, but keep the foot further away from your butt. Good little tip there. Okay, feet together. We're gonna roll up, stretch out, roll up slow, feet apart, reach to the side, flat back, down to the foot. I skipped a step, I'll get on the next one. To the center, over to the other leg, flat back, up. Now, over, flat back, down to the leg, to the center, other foot, flat back, as flat as you can. There's quotes on that. Side bend and come up. We'll work more on that later. Arm circles, later meaning in a future workout probably. I also did it in the last workout. Other direction. Working on our rotator cuff still. Checking in with those muscles. A little bit of a twist. Man, I hope some of you guys are seeing this on the recorded version, because this is one of my favorite workouts recently. Just feel like we worked a little bit of everything really well. I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. Jesse's Corner, the Challenging Times Fitness Challenge. I think that this is a pretty cool thing to do. And I'm glad you're joining me. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock till this is lifted. Maybe longer, I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows. And don't forget, Dave the Bandman has that special on the bands, and his best packages. I like the economy package, the starter, the total fitness package, and you get the free dynamic stabilizers. It's worth looking at. It's totally worth looking at. And that link is in the show notes, also known as the video description. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me. Signing out.